Will these 3 months be enough to see everything that I plan to see on my trip to South America? Well, in this video I'm gonna share my opinion on this topic. So if you have nothing to do, grab your favorite drink and stay with me. Welcome back. Many said that to see South America you need something like at least 6 months. And will these 3 months that I have planned be enough to see everything that I wanted to see? Well, I cannot tell you right now, but I'm gonna try it, because I don't have 6 months to do this trip. Every day, every week, every month costs money, and the money that I have now are for 3 months. Let me first tell you what is the idea, and based on it we can think, is it possible or not. So I'm gonna fly to Colombia. From Colombia I'm gonna get the motorcycle. Hopefully my riding friend Plamen will also get the motorcycle on time. So we're gonna start immediately from Colombia. So we're gonna fly there on the 21st, 2nd, so we'll be there on the 22nd of November. If everything is alright, we're gonna start in a few days time, let's say 25th of November. So we're gonna try to leave Colombia as quick as possible. We're not gonna circle around, we're not gonna see anything on the way out of Colombia. It will be as fast as possible to Venezuela. From Venezuela we're gonna enter Brazil, and in my plans I think that we're gonna spend like at least 20 days, maybe a month in Brazil, until we see everything that I plan to see. So it will be at the end of December when we're gonna leave Brazil, and from there we're gonna hit the road to the south, to Ushuaia. And my projection is that it will take a month to get down there to the bottom, to Ushuaia. So we have to cross Uruguay, Paraguay, the whole Argentina, somewhere in the middle of the country, not on the coast, because the coast is boring. And from there we're gonna have another 1 month to go back to the top. So I think, in my opinion, this is absolutely possible, but it is just a prediction. It cannot be guaranteed, so anything could happen. But if we're in good health, if the motorcycles are running well, if we don't have any major health or technical problems, I really believe that we'll be able to make it. So once again, many say that you cannot see everything, you will miss this or that part, you'll need more time here and there. Yeah, I perfectly understand this as well, but you cannot have everything. You cannot have everything. If I want to see every country properly, if I want to see every town, every corner, every road, even 2-3 years won't be enough to see it. That's why I need to make some kind of compromises to see what is possible to see for the period of time that I have. The time is never enough, the money is never enough, or at least this is the situation for me, but I will do my best to see as more as possible. Also, because I have some experience with long trips and a lot of miles, I do believe that I will be able to do it. For example, last year on my trip to Russia, I've done 39,000 kilometers for 3 months. If we split these kilometers to days, it becomes like 450 kilometers per day. Yes, it is true that in Russia there were mostly straight roads, and they cannot be compared with twisty roads or mountain passes. But also I have more than 5,000 kilometers from this 39,000 on dirt roads, from Yakutsk to Magadan and from Magadan to Yakutsk. So it is somehow also in the calculation. So these dirt roads slow me down. Maybe the straight roads gave me some more miles, even though it was not exactly like that, because yes, there were straight roads, but it was a lot of traffic over there, a lot of trucks, a lot of moments that you cannot really ride faster. So I don't think that I exceed average speed of 18-90 kilometers per hour, which is mean that my speed was something like 50-60 per hour, something like that. So I do believe that I will be able to make the same result in South America, even with a motorcycle that it's only 300cc. Because even with my Tenere in Russia, I never rode with more than 100, 110, maybe 120 if I need to overtake someone, but most of the time, as you saw in my videos, I was riding just normally, no highways, nothing like that. And also I'm very efficient guy. I wake up very early, I start my riding days very early, and because of that I'm able to cover many kilometers. Also, I don't really need days off. I don't need days off. Many people plan like 3-4 days riding and then 1 day off. I don't need that, because with my early starts, when I start very early, 5-6 o'clock in the morning, I can finish my riding day, let's say 2-3 in the afternoon, and after that I have more than enough time to relax properly until the next day. So next morning when I wake up, I cannot wait to start riding again. I don't feel tired, I don't feel sore, I don't have ass pain, everything is alright, because the whole afternoon I've got the time to walk around, to sleep, to eat well, whatever I want, and I relax on that way. So that's why I don't need these days off every other day or every few days or once per week. So when you put all of this in the equation, you'll see that the time is going to be enough. And of course, if the time is not enough, if I have to add another week or another 2-3 weeks just to complete everything that I planned, of course I will do it. I'm not gonna say that's it, 3 months and I need to go home and skip everything that I have to see on the road. No, absolutely not. This is not the idea. 3 months are only like a guidance, like limitations that I put, but it doesn't mean that I cannot do a little bit more or a little bit less. It all depends on that, how everything is going. Usually when everything is going well, no problems, technical problems, health problems, as I said, the time is enough when you are very efficient. And I can say that I'm efficient rider. I don't waste time here and there. Doesn't mean that I don't want to see places only riding. No, absolutely not. As you already saw on my videos, I visited a lot of attractions, every place that I have interest. But also keep in mind that the interest that I have might be different from the interest that you might have. So for example, I don't want to visit every big city because I have zero interest. Some cities of course deserve to be seen and I'll do it, but not each and every one of them. Also, I'm not a museum person, so I don't spend much time in museums. I can visit church here and there, but it's not my main goal. So when you have all of this and when you plan your trip efficiently, you'll see that it's not a big problem to cover many miles for this period of time. And my prediction of this trip is going to be something like 30,000 kilometers, maybe a little bit less, a little bit more. But as I already showed you the example from last year, 39,000 kilometers for the same period of time, I still believe that these 3 months be enough for me and Plamen to do what we have planned. As I told you, I'm gonna start immediately from Colombia and try to reach Brazil as quick as possible through Venezuela. But it doesn't mean that I'm not gonna ride in Colombia at all. I will spend as much time I needed when I finished in Colombia, because when I make the loop Colombia, Venezuela, Brazil, then Uruguay, Paraguay, Argentina, then Chile, Peru, Ecuador, Bolivia, and back to Colombia, I will actually finish the trip in Colombia. And when I finish it, when everything is covered, when my plan is completed, then I can spend as many days I want in Colombia before I take my flight back to Europe. I hope that this video will be useful to someone who planned a similar trip to split his time and money properly and eventually see what he planned to see. Press like or dislike, whatever the video deserves. If you subscribe, even better. See you in the next one. Ciao.